Life moves kinda slow in Mosquito Crossing, Wisconsin, and we like it that way. We aren't big on change. For most folks, it's choir practice on Monday night and bingo on Tuesday nights, pot roast on Wednesday nights, and bowling league on Thursday. That's about as exciting as it ever gets around here, intentionally anyway. There are the occasional unintentional excitations. Those don't take much effort on anyone's part, as they happen whether we want them to or not.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Mosquito Crossing. It's a fictitious community located on the shores of Lake Superior. It's the kind of place, a small town, where everybody knows everybody and have all of their lives, where everybody is there for everybody in hard times. They help each other out, sometimes whether you want them to or not. The whole thing is seen through the eyes of Sam Useless, the local rural mail carrier who sees everything and knows everybody.
I like to compose poetry while I'm driving, just to pass the time. I carry a tape recorder with me, so when I get ideas, I don't lose them. I love to see the sunrise. It makes me feel so fine. I've seen lots of them. 7,725. 26 now. Note to self, need a word that rhymes with 6.
Mrs. Postlethwaite is typical of the town's residents. She's a widow. She hangs out by her mailbox, waiting for Sam to come by. And she is the kind of person who is always trying to pin people down to talk to them. She's lonely, so she's out there talking to people, and Sam's one of her favorites. She's always got something to say about ailing body parts.
Got your Victoria's Secret catalog right here?
Oh, thank you, Sam. There's a sale on bustiers. I only wear them for my bad back, don't you know, Sam? No other reason since Mr. Postlethwaite passed along. None at all.
I'm sure that's true, Mrs. P.
Bert is the town constable. They made him town constable because there's really nothing else that he can do.
Hello there, Bert. What's the special?
I'll tell you what's special. Look at this.
What is it, Bert?
I'll tell you what it is. It's a petition for divorce, number 4.
Do they number them for you that way? I don't see any numbers except a court case number. You know, that would be really handy for you if they did. A couple more and it'll be a real test for you, keeping track.
I'm keeping track. Oh yeah, I'm keeping track. After everything I done for that woman, I'm keeping track. After everything I done for her.
Well, now, Bert, I wouldn't go bragging on that. After all, you're still making payments on the engagement ring. You even pick out a wedding ring yet?
I was getting around to that. It's only been 3 years. Not even 3 years.
Well, it might be just as well that you didn't. You ever think about leasing them things? Anything good on the menu?
The special's stew. Already had 2 helpings.
I keep thinking there's something I'm supposed to be doing. Hi, Helen.
What's new, Sam?
Bert's getting divorced again.
Ah, heard all about it. He's already proposed to me and the dishwasher.
I just can't stand to be alone. You know that, Helen.
Your wives never feel that way, Bert.
And then there's Mrs. Johnson, married to the town drunk, who fills in the gaps in her life with her pet chicken, Miracle.
Have I ever told you why I named my chicken Miracle?
You sure have, Mrs. Johnson. I think you've told everybody at least twice.
Just shut up and listen. It was a rare Saturday morning after my mister had been out drinking all night and actually came home in the morning. I was so overjoyed that, well, after I stopped yelling at him, I decided to make him some breakfast. I got the eggs out of the refrigerator, and I cracked one, and out pops this baby chick. It was a miracle. Clearly, it was a miracle.
I think I'd have that refrigerator checked, Mrs. Johnson.
Ham, the ham radio operator, is played by Russ Stover. But the guy has been a dragster racer in his life, and he's probably one of the most experienced actors that we have in the company. In the Humility episode, he played two parts. Russ, you did double duty. You also played Panware, the Buddhist monk living in the mountains in northern India.
The whole town's going goofy over this thing, Panware. I don't think hitting every one of them over the head with a 2x4 is extreme under these circumstances. You feel frustrated, Ham, I understand. But you cannot control everyone's destiny. They must walk their own life's paths, learn their lessons, and inch ever closer to enlightenment. Maybe you're right, Padre. It is frustrating watching everyone else acting like damn fools when you're only one with a lick of common sense.
Too many hours watching The Simpsons, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's what it was. And you know what? I admit it was a carbon copy of Apu.
Now that takes talent. I love the guy. A lot of the people in our cast and crew have disabilities, and that's by design. I just like working with people who know what it's like to overcome obstacles in life and never give up. But this is the kind of a place where anything can happen for anybody. This place that I've found where anything is possible is in the imagination. Anything can happen. Or maybe this time I can play lead guitar on stage for Pink Floyd. Anything is possible. As in any community, there are conflicts, but the residents of Mosquito Crossing deal with those the best they can, knowing that when the sun comes up in the morning, they must all still live with each other.
What's that? What? No, don't you worry your little pretty pin feathers about it, Miracle. It's just the angry mob trying to skewer you.
Get that chicken! Get that chicken! Now hold it right there! Someone said. When everyone turned and looked at me, I figured I must have been the one who said it. The pressure was on. I had to think of something fast. I immediately thought about telling the truth, about how it all started with a grain of truth that got welded onto a few total fabrications and then got blown out of proportion, and the flames were fanned by the normal assortment of everyone's fears until it reached a showdown in Mrs. Johnson's unmowed front yard. Yeah, I could tell the truth and try to reason with the mob, work out our issues together, learn to see the underlying motives behind our collective actions, or... Look! There goes Elvis! Right there, down the road, heading for the Greasy Spoon.
I want the autograph.
And Vince Lombardi's driving the car.
Young one are those?
Which led to a mad scramble in the other direction as everyone tried to be the first in line.
The music was produced by a group called the Jewel Scarabs, very big in Mosquito Crossing.